Hello, everybody. This is Paul Puna. So I'm going to show you specifically today two important things. One, for Video Express version 3, we've added some workflows, which I want to share with you. How do you create from an idea or a prompt an entire sequence? Okay. So I'll walk you through that. There's a special link I'll send you to. You can, for free, use all these workflows that I have for you. And then the second part of this training will be about actually some new features we've added to Video Express, like our first frame, last frame, and some other cool things we've added in as well, where you can actually walk through that as well. Now, one of the biggest questions that comes when it comes to AI video creation and all that kind of good stuff is, hey, I don't have the creativity to do things. I don't know how to exactly get the output that I want. And so, because of that, a lot of times people struggle to get the exact outcome that they desire. So I built this entire system for you that I will share with you. And of course, my goal here out of this will be for you to simplify your workflow and use the power of Video Express, because with Video Express, you're not paying any credits, you're not paying any monthly fees, you're not paying any kind of mumbo jumbo stuff that you would have to do with other platforms out there. So the experimentation is actually your benefit here, because you can experiment until you get the output without worrying about paying $20 for a 10-second clip at the end once you do 5 or 6 revisions that you have to do with other platforms. So they'll use the power of Video Express, the one-time payment, and the ability to create actually as many of these images, videos, and stuff that you want. And then we'll also use the power of automation, right? That we can generate and then bring the whole workflow together. So that will be the two components. All right. So first of all, what we're going to be talking about is 4 AI assistants that I built for you. In reality, there are 2, but I built them into ChatGPT GPTs, and I also build them as Google Gemini gems, as they're called, which are automated systems where you can just put an idea and it'll do the whole stuff, whole workflow that I'll be sharing with you right now. And it's up to you. If you like Google, use Google. If you like OpenAI, use OpenAI. I will not give you Anthropic Claude because it's a waste of time. They're not good with this sharing mechanism where I can share. And also, they started throttling people. So let's be transparent. As of last week, they want you to pay the $200 a month account, and then you can't connect it with other applications and all that. Being honest, being transparent. Right now, Google Gemini, ChatGPT, both of those, you have free accounts. You have also some small paid accounts. Depending on what you use, you can use these workflows for both of them. All right. Now, again, I'm going to make this video in a step-by-step process. It'll be slow paced. So, hey, for those of you who want exciting YouTube videos where somebody jumps in with like all these flashy cuts and stuff, this is not for you. Okay. My goal is to go step by step, assuming you've never used a workflow in your life before and never created an entire AI video before. I'll walk you through step by step. There's value in that, because if you learn to do it once, it'll serve you for the rest of your life, right? And make you better and better with this stuff. So, first of all, let's talk about what are we trying to create here. There's going to be 2 types of videos that you're going to be able to create, and I'm going to walk you through both of them. Okay. One being, if you go in and once you go into the page here, which I have for you specifically, it's called videoexpress.ai/workflow. All right. So make sure that you bookmark this page. We're going to be adding more of these workflows for you for free. We're not going to charge you like these other course creators and these content creators. It's going to be for free, because our goal is for you to actually get Video Express and our tools, which is more expensive, more difficult for us to build. So when you go into that page, videoexpress.ai/workflow, you're going to land on a page that looks something like this, right? You see in my screen right now. You're going to have 3D animated, realistic, and then there's going to be a structure where I'll teach you to do, because they will remove the blank page problem that you might be having, right? Where you don't stare at a blank screen and then you don't know what to do. So the idea will be type in idea, we'll get the structure, we'll generate the frames to utilize into Video Express, and then we will actually generate the entire video within the Video Express ecosystem, okay? And again, we're going to utilize the power of Video Express, the one-time payment, no credits, no monthly fees aspect of it. All right. So this is the goal. Okay. So now let's go into videoexpress.ai/workflow, the page, right? The page we are talking about here. All right. So again, if at any point you have any questions and stuff, I will get to those questions as well as we go along. All right. Is that cool? All right. So first things first, you're going to land on a page that looks something like this. Okay. The videoexpress.ai/workflow stuff. And then basically you're going to see this page, and it's going to have some of these examples that you see here. And again, you see, I'm going to be adding more of them here, obviously, for you. So we have idea to 3D, animated shorts, custom video express GPT. GPT means for Chat GPT, okay? And then another one is Google Gemini custom video express gem. Gem is same like Chat GPT, GPTs, but it's from Google. They call it a gem. And we have it for 3D animated stuff. And then we have it also for the realistic talking video short film stuff. Okay. And then this is the Google Gemini, and then this GPT for both. You'll see two links here. One is basically, actually, you can't, it's blocking you that link, right? So let me actually share my screen this way so you guys and gals can see it much better. All right. I'll make myself a little bit tinier, Shelby. All right. So I'll zoom this in a little bit so you guys and gals can see it. All right. So yeah, there you go. So now we see that, right? So if I highlight it, you'll see in the chat right here, stat chart, start chat, and then open gem and copy link. Okay. So when you click on the start chat, it will automatically go into the chat GPT screen. So you can actually chat with it and create the image prompts, the video prompts, and all that to then bring it back into Video Express. Okay. Same thing with Google Gemini. Up to you. Some of you folks will like ChatGPT, some will like Gemini. It's up to you. You can use whatever you want. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me. Okay. So that's the idea. So if you go into that link, you'll be in the page. We'll walk you through step by step. So now let's talk about 3D first. We'll go and then we'll talk about the realistic second. Okay. So first of all, what do we talk about the 3D? There's going to be two types of 3D videos always, right? One is going to be like talking style. One will be more narration style. I want to show you the video here where an example video and then how we can create that style of video. Again, the goal will be that you can go beyond this with time. But the idea is that how do we use Video Express to get this level output, right? That is the ultimate goal that we want to achieve here. So let's do that right now. And then, so pay attention to this, okay? So this is the first video. I'm going to show you 3D. Then we're going to go to realistic. And I'll show you the example video and how do we go about creating it using this GPT, okay? Or Gemini Gem. All right, so let me play this so you can see. And then let's work on recreating this exact output, okay?
The day you come home.
So let's discuss a couple of things about this video, okay? First, let me explain the concept behind it because video is just not about AI alone, right? There's some emotion to it, there's some storytelling to it. And those are the things that I've systemized for you so that you can go in and utilize it and then bringing it into Video Express, right? So that's the basic idea. So now let's walk you through this step by step. So in the video, let me actually share the video here one more time. I'll mute it. So then I'll walk you through the steps here. Okay. So if you see right now on the video side, actually my screen, I'll just 1 second here. All right. So yeah, if you see the video here, real quick. So let's play this around. All right. So first things is we create the scenes first, right? Because no matter what people will tell you, the reality is, as somebody who spent millions of dollars doing all this stuff over the last few years, you have to create the sequencing through images, okay? If somebody says, I just created a bunch of a prompt and create the whole video, it's never going to come good because there's camera zooming, there's lighting effects, there's like this whole idea of what we call congruence, right? It has to be congruent throughout. And it's becoming more important now. So first things first, let's go through this real quickly one more time, and then I'll walk you through what I did with the GPT and the automation for you to copy, okay? All right. So first things first, you have two scenes happening, right? First second is some watchmaker is playing around here with the clocks, and an elderly gentleman. And then they're right here around 2, 3 seconds in, you got this elderly gentleman working with the clock, with the glasses and everything. And then you got somebody sees him and walks in. Okay. And the twist is revealed towards the end. That's what we call open loop and closed loop, right? A story is who is this gentleman who's watching him here, right? And then there's another scene cut here, you see? And then the person is walking out and then the door shuts, right? So, and then we see a zoom in camera panning shot here. And then we move to another sequence, right? When this happens. So, this is what happens here. The person is going back and building it, is working hard, putting together the right here. And then as I fast forward this, right here around, I believe 21 seconds in, it's scene cuts to like a funeral looks like. And this gentleman, this young gentleman that we saw earlier is walking through and he goes inside and he walks into the store one more time, right? And then he comes in here and he comes in here. The day you said your first word, it's written emotional, right? So it's something about a baby or something like that. And then he realizes a twist here. And the twist is that this gentleman walked away from his own father's store. He didn't even recognize it, right? And then he realizes, oh, wow, I made a mistake. And the day you are home, right? And so basically, if you go back to the open loop that happened here in the story, was he came in, he saw this, like we call this modernity, right? Where it is like what modern day stuff, we don't look at ancient stuff that, let's say, for example, somebody coming from a farm to the city this has no respect for his farming, for example, history or heritage, right? Same logic here. He doesn't respect his father's heritage. He says it's an antique thing and he moves on and he doesn't even recognize his father, right? That's the exact story we're trying to tell.